Welcome to another episode of the Generational Yacht Podcast with your hosts, Harmony and Sage. Before we start, just know this show is opinion based using publicly available information. If we mention allegations, they are alleged. We're talking culture, nostalgia, and sharing our hot takes. Let's yap, y'all.
Oh, Harmony.
Hi, Sage. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Happy National Hot Sauce Day.
Me some hot
I
sauce.
know. I knew you did. So I wanted to tell you I watched the Selena documentary.
Oh, I still have to watch that. Tell me about it.
Yeah, the one on Netflix. I
Mhm.
guess maybe that's the only one. I'm not sure. It's very good.
Okay.
It um has a lot more of course, the behind the scenes. You learn more about Chris's perspective. You sort of are a little kinder to the dad. And you realize the struggle more with the documentary. So
Ooh.
I think for the listeners, you start with the movie and then you end with the documentary.
And then you end with our episode about the movie.
Yes,
Shameless plug.
definitely. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
So I also watched, I know this is something you're not familiar with, but remember I talked a few episodes ago about Susan Powter with Stop the Insanity.
Yes.
Okay, her documentary came out and I watched it.
Okay.
Um, Maybe not the most thrilling documentary out there, so I'm not
Okay.
gonna recommend it. But you said last time that Jamie Lee Curtis was a girl's girl.
Yes.
She's in that documentary. And
Okay.
I have never been so convinced that she's a girl's girl than watching that documentary, seeing her communicate with Susan Powter when Susan Powter is sort of in a manic state, just not doing well at all. And she just sits there with kindness and she just treats her like a regular person. It was really amazing to watch.
I love that. I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis, is she like our queen of the pod now?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. So much
I love
respect.
a good person, and she sounds like a good person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And I saw that you watched His and Hers.
Oh my God. Loved it.
I did too. I finished it. I've lost sleep this week watching that. I just I had to finish it.
Binged it in 24 hours.
Oh
I
my
was like, "What
gosh.
is this?" Like, I binged it in I started it on, like, a Thursday night
Huh?
and finished it on Friday.
So His and Hers, when you think you know who did it, because it's a who
Mhm.
done it, you don't. So then you think, "Oh, this is who did it." But no, you still don't know. His and Hers is one everybody's gotta put on their list. That is a good one.
Highly recommend that one. And I will tell you this, I did clock the killer, so I did have the killer correct from the beginning.
Are you
I
serious?
was Yeah, by the time the second murder happened, I was like, "There's something going on here with the person it ends up being." I don't wanna give the spoiler
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
but I didn't know why or how. So when that was revealed, I was like, "Holy sh."
You mean the one who actually ended up doing it, you figured that out? Because that was a radical turn.
They keep showing up in this wooded area where
Yeah,
these girls keep dying. There's something going on there.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's amazing that you did that because I thought, well, that was the most outlandish ending. However, I loved the ending.
It was so good.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that to anybody. His and Hers, that is a great show.
Yes, honestly, I will probably watch it again, and a lot of Netflix series, once I'm done with them, I don't, like, turn back, but that one, I would see again.
Well, you drop right in the middle of the action. I
Mhm.
love it when he hits the ground running like that.
Heck yeah, it hooked you from the start.
Yeah. Well, we have to talk about J-Lo because gosh knows, she's been in the
Yeah.
news lately. So, J-Lo got involved with Ben Affleck's and Matt Damon's organization called, um, Artist Equity. So, it's a production company.
Okay.
And J-Lo This is how they're gonna frame it. J-Lo has decided to end her connection with artist equity and to produce her own projects. However, truth be told, she
Uh-huh.
lost artist equity quite a bit of money. So,
Really?
yes, she had a $30 million film that returned $2 million.
Was this her greatest love story never told?
Yes.
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're just gonna let her act like that's on her own terms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. But she's also in the news. This is a recent thing I found. J-Lo is taking TikTok by a storm, and not in a good way, because she ignored and not even acknowledged, I mean, would not even look this man in the eye, this famous photographer, Cole Walliser, while on the red carpet at the Golden Globes. So he was talking to her. He's highly respected. Like, what's
Yeah.
your good side? Is the lighting good? And she would not even acknowledge him, would not even look at him. And people are calling it out on TikTok, saying it's horrible diva behavior.
Yeah, and I mean, we all have heard stories about her being a diva. So, is her excuse gonna be, "Oh, I couldn't tell he was talking to me. I couldn't hear." What do you think her reasoning will be?
I don't think she'll even give an excuse. Do you?
That's true.
Has she ever given an excuse?
No, she pretends it's not going on.
That's
J-Lo is
right.
in her own world.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is. And she's queen in that world.
Yes.
So,
She's mayor, she's president, she's all the things in that world.
this is neither here nor there, but I do have some information about leggings. I know you're a millennial. I don't know. Do you wear leggings?
Don't, which is weird because when I was in my 20s, I wore them more, but I never wore them as pants. That's too
Right.
much.
Yeah, I think this is just a personal opinion, so take it for what it is. Any woman with curves should probably think twice before wearing leggings. Just my little PSA.
Yeah, because then it
Because
looks sheer. Mm-mm.
exactly, they get see through. And I'm not slamming anybody who's got curves because, right there with you. I'm
Same.
just saying we can't wear everything. But
Period. You've got to dress for your body type.
that's important. Okay, so
Mhm.
another PSA I'm going to have for those who are a little larger in the back, and then myself included in this. You have to make sure that your skirts fit you in the back as well as the front.
Oh, yes. I still do the little middle school check when you wore a skirt and you had to put your fingertips down. I still do that.
Yes, and you need to do that like sort of towards the back, not just on the sides. You know what I mean? Yes, and and if it happens to be cold when you sit down, rule of thumb, it's probably too short.
Absolutely. If you feel a breeze, baby girl, that skirt is too short. Now, if you're trying to go out and catch something, maybe that's the vibe you're going for. But definitely
Yeah.
don't wear it to work.
Gosh, no, time and place.
Yes.
So, according to the New York Post, Gen Z is doing away with skin tight leggings to the point that I hope I say this right. Lululemon,
Close enough, I think.
feel free to correct me on that, laid off 150 people. Yes,
Holy crap.
this is the cool part. Okay. Gen Z is embracing, and this is the quote, big workout pants, end quote. And then they go on to say, quote, think baggy, think hip hugging, think salt and pepper in their heyday, end quote.
Look at that. And we just talked about salt and pepper last episode.
Love them. Love them.
Clock it.
Yes. Yep. See, look at them. Way above their time.
I love that. And that's actually interesting to hear to me because there is a Lululemon store here in Kentucky, and a lot of the fitness studios partner with the store and will have workouts and pop up things. So that's actually surprising to hear because a lot of the fitness girlies here love them.
Are they the young fitness girlies?
Yeah, they're in their 20s.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking to see how this trend evolves.
Yeah, keep
Because
us updated.
if you watch fitness shorts on YouTube or what have you, you'll see them actually wearing the, I'm gonna call them like jogging pants, but they're down low on the hips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's a regional thing too.
Yeah, I tell you what, I get my workout clothes from Amazon and Old Navy.
I do too. Old Navy has great workout shorts.
They really
Love
do.
that. Yeah, of course, I just such an Old Navy fan, really. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about.
Mhm.
Mariah Carey. I was looking through
Oh,
some of her videos the other day because
our girl.
I'm a fan. Yes.
Yes, me too.
I noticed she wears a lot of black on black. And I thought, why am I not wearing black on black? I wear
Yeah,
nothing but black pants to work because why not?
yeah.
Why am I not pairing it with a black shirt? So I started doing it. Thanks for the inspiration, Mariah. And I have to tell you, I look good in black on black. So I have ordered more black shirts and I thought, you know what? I no longer have to think about color when I wake up. Does this look good? Does this match? I'm wearing black on black to work every day for the rest of my life.
Love that. You know what's funny? Is I actually told my boyfriend the other day, I was like, "I like when you wear black on black. It looks good on you."
Men look good with black on black.
Yeah, like, every man needs a nice black on black outfit and some good cologne.
Good cologne, yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm, yeah. But have you ever looked at someone and thought, "Oh, that black on black doesn't look good on you?" No, because it always looks good. Yeah,
Yeah, it always looks good.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mariah, I mean, she really spearheaded that, so props to her.
we love you, Mariah.
Absolutely. Okay, TikTok is just crazy. Crazy
Yes.
this week. I have so much to tell you about TikTok.
Okay.
I somehow got on library TikTok. I
Now
don't
what's
know how.
that?
Well, it is where all the libraries across this country, believe it or not, have really funny librarians. That seems like an oxymoron, doesn't it?
It does.
No, they're hilarious. So, one of them is Marysville Public Library. I have no idea where that is.
Me
But
neither.
they had this little TikTok of this woman at the desk, the reference desk, calling in to work sick. And
Uh,
she's like, "Yeah, I'm in the hospital. They're running tests." And the librarian is like taking her scanner and scanning the book and is going beep, beep, beep. Then there's this one saying TikTok, Marysville Public Library, where this woman, she's an older lady, and she
uh,
whispers, "I want to check out some spicy Mexican cookbooks." And
okay.
the librarian goes, "Gotcha." But it wasn't spicy Mexican. It was spicy, all right, but it wasn't Mexican cookbooks.
She gave her smut?
Yes, she gave her
Yep.
smut. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then there was one from City of Marion's librarians, and they had this little ditty where they're going down the aisles and they're pulling off books, and it says, it's to the song, "I like big butts," but they're saying, "I like big books."
I need to see these.
Yes, library TikTok. Hilarious. Never would have guessed. Don't know
Me
how I ended up
neither.
there. Yeah. Okay, so also on TikTok, it's been a happening place. There's this man named Jeff Cook. He has worked at Ruby Tuesdays. Do you know what that is? Are you
Yes,
familiar?
I've been there a few times in my life.
Yeah, but recently?
No, probably not in the last, 8 to 9 years.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they're down to 159 stores in the United States, by the way, okay? I mean, restaurants, not stores. But
Yeah.
anyway, he has worked at Ruby Tuesdays for 19 years. He started as a server
Mhm.
and he worked his way all the way up to general manager.
Good for him.
Yeah. But he also, keep in mind, he works at a college town. Okay. That's important to know. His store was forced to remain open on Christmas, even though it is a college town. So, what do college students do? They leave and go home, for
Yeah.
holidays. So, also, they made them work on Christmas without any extra pay.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
That's
Yes.
garbage.
So, he didn't want to make anybody work. So, he had 3 volunteers. So, he and 3 volunteers worked. And guess what? It was slammed all day.
What?
I know. So he had both the lobby full, he had online orders, and he was the only one back there cooking all day
My
long.
god.
So 1 hour before they were supposed to close, he closed the doors and, he kept the online orders going, but he was running out of prep. They were all exhausted. He just needed a little break.
Yeah.
So he was fired.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. I mean, not written up, not given a verbal, not asked, hey, how can we fix this? That would have been the proper thing, right?
Right.
Fired. So now there is a Ruby Tuesdays boycott.
Good.
Good, but none of us were going there anyway. That's the problem.
Also that. It's easy to boycott when you never went in the first place.
That's right. Meanwhile, he's taken a server's job elsewhere. His wife has taken a second job because, got bills, still got to be paying the bills.
Yeah.
But Jeff Cook has always dreamed of opening a breakfast restaurant. And I tell you what, we need a breakfast restaurant around here. I know that.
Yes.
So someone in the same town has given him an offer to go in halvesies on that kind of restaurant.
Good for him. You know what?
Yes,
Sometimes your hardship is a blessing in disguise, and it sounds like that's what that was for him.
absolutely. He had people from all across the country offering him jobs. He had people starting a GoFundMe for his family, and
Yes.
someone actually offered to do his taxes for free.
Good for him because that
Yeah,
company was disloyal. I was there for 19 years and you throw me out on the street like that. Also,
yeah,
this is why I encourage people, you have PTO, take it because guess what? If you drop dead, the company is going to post your job within a week. So
yes.
reclaim your time. Don't work yourself to death. Have work life balance if you can because your family is what's important.
Also, and I know it's hard in this day and age, have a little money set aside.
Yes, absolutely. Even if you can only save $5 a paycheck,
Sure.
save it, you
Yes.
know?
Yeah. So what is your musical artist of the week?
So I have been thinking about this and I am picking Kelly Clarkson this week. I love Kelly Clarkson. Her song, I was on my Apple Music shuffle and her song, I Do Not Hook Up, came on. And I was like, I forgot how much I freaking love this song. So Kelly Clarkson is that girl. And she just seems like such a nice person. And her ex husband did her dirty. I want to say that too.
So, I love Kelly Clarkson.
Yes.
I love everything about her. Like, if I could choose one celebrity to go hang out with, it would be Kelly Clarkson, and we would have an amazing time. I hope you're hearing this, Kelly. I really want to eat some nachos with you. Come on. so,
Yes.
I love her song, Didn't I, and A Whole Lot of Woman. Um,
Oh, yes.
Since You've Been Gone. And I know it's called mom music now, but bring it on. I'm all for it.
Wait a minute. Kelly Clarkson is called mom music now?
So is Adele, so is Pink. Yes. I know. I know, Harmony. I know. It kills me too. Yes,
Give me some mom music because I also love Pink.
I do too. Do you like Adele?
Oh, oh, I love Adele too. I wanted to go see Adele in concert, but those tickets, after people were reselling them, were $800, and I was like, I guess I'll say hello from the parking lot.
But Kelly Clarkson and her ex-husband, did you see that performance she did of ABCDEFU?
No.
She changed the lyrics, and it was talking about the house she bought in Montana, and
Mm.
you need to Google that one day. It was really priceless, and she did an amazing job on it, but she really got screwed over. I mean, for goodness sakes, he's the one cheated, he's the one who took her money, and it
Mhm.
just never was enough. And
Never was enough.
do you know who it reminds me of? Kevin
Kevin
Federline.
Federline.
Yeah, you know it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Enemy of the pod.
Oh gosh, I can't stand him.
Mhm. And Kelly Clarkson can't stand Clive Davis because Clive Davis did her dirty too. So Clive Davis is allegedly an evil man.
Well, also, let's talk about Taylor Swift. We don't really like to, but she's the one who gave Taylor Swift the idea of re recording her music.
Think I may have heard that. Yeah.
It was a simple tweet or something like that. But yeah, Kelly's like, why don't you just re record them?
Yeah. That's what the artist JoJo had to do because she kinda got caught in one of those same deals, so she recorded, I wanna say, her first album over again so that she could actually get paid off of it.
Well, hear me out on this. Salt
Mhm.
and Pepper, they're going through their legal battle. I have a battle cry now saying that Salt and Pepper needs to re-record their music. We
Yes,
would
we
we
support
would
it.
definitely support that. Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh.
Give those
Yeah.
artists their money. I think about even Angie Stone. Angie Stone said before she passed away that she still had to tour because she wasn't making any money off of her music. That woman was in her 60s. That's crazy.
I can't even understand that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I know when they do sign this, they're typically young,
Mhm.
typically uneducated, when it comes to business.
Yes.
And that's not just business, that's legality.
Yeah.
So we can't blame them from not knowing.
Absolutely not, especially when this has been your dream. Somebody's presenting it to you on a silver platter. They're like, sign this. You don't have to worry about getting it looked at. Most people, when they go into that industry, they don't have a lawyer on standby. They don't know who to trust. So they get caught up in these deals, and it's sad.
But PSA to all those who are trying to make it into the industry, get a lawyer.
Yes, absolutely. And
Yeah,
vet that lawyer. Don't just take one they recommend because that lawyer's working for them and not for you.
right. Exactly. And it's really important no matter what business you're in, like if you're a creative type, you
Mhm.
have to know the business.
Yes. Do your research.
Well, my artist of the week is Wilson Phillips. No surprise there.
Choice.
Segue into our movie here in a few minutes.
Yes.
They are still touring. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
I did not. Okay, ladies.
And they were the 2022 runners up on the Masked Singer.
Good for them.
Do you
I've
ever
never
watch that?
watched that show. I've never
Me
watched it.
neither. I really don't have any desire to watch it, to be honest with you. But.
Same. I see the clips sometimes and I'm like, okay. I mean, it looks cute, but I don't want to sit through a whole hour of it.
No. No, me neither. So everybody knows them from the song Hold On, which is an amazing song.
It's a classic song.
But Wilson Phillips has a few other songs that everybody needs to know. Release Me,
Ooh.
You're in Love, Impulsive.
Ooh, okay.
Are you familiar?
No, none of those. I'm gonna have to deep dive those.
Well, Impulsive, there's different fronts on this. So, like, I know China Phillips sings the front on Hold On, but
Mhm.
they all sing different parts on these other songs. So,
Ooh,
by the
okay.
way, in case you didn't know, China Phillips is the daughter of John and Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas. I know this
Had
is probably
no clue.
not something you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let me tell you, I am a 60s folk music guru here.
Okay.
My mother, that's what I grew up on.
Okay.
It was on repeat in my house. Helen Reddy, I Am Woman, and the Mamas and the Papas, the Beach Boys. That is my childhood right there and the good part
I
of it.
love that.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Carney Wilson and Wendy Wilson are the daughters of Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
Okay.
Yes. So, they have music in their blood. Now, here's another little tidbit.
Mhm.
Michelle Phillips, who I said was China Phillips' mother,
Mhm.
she has a memoir. It's called California Dreaming, and I
Ooh.
recommend that. It
Okay.
has I have to give a trigger alert, though. It's got lots of abuse, lots of incest.
Wow.
There's a lot going on there. Yeah. I
Aw.
almost boycotted the mama and papas over it because I won't stand by anybody who has unethical behavior.
Absolutely.
However, they're dead
Yeah.
and only their heirs live on, so I'm okay with that now. Yeah.
Okay. Side note, speaking of memoirs, did you see Hayden Patnair? I think that's how you pronounce her last name, hopefully, is coming out with a book.
No, but do tell.
I love her, and I feel she has an unfortunately went through a lot of bad things in her life, like a lot of domestic abuse, and there's just other alleged things that happened to her as a child. So I hope that her releasing this book and getting to tell her story helps heal her in some way. 'Cause I want the best for that young lady.
Interested in learning more. To be honest with you, I'm kind of ignorant on that topic, but I'm very interested in learning that. What did she play in?
So she was the little girl in Remember the Titans. So the, white coach's daughter, that was her, that little girl. She played Juliet Barnes in the show Nashville. So that was on for a few seasons. That was really good. She was in, like, I Love Beth Cooper. That was one of her movies. And then she's Kirby in the Scream movies, which you don't like horror, so you probably haven't seen
No.
that. But yeah, she's been a child actress for a while now. I think she
She's done
might
a
have been
lot.
on a soap opera too.
Okay. I thought she was in some kind of cheerleading movie. Am I wrong?
That's the I Love Beth Cooper where she was in a cheerleading movie,
Okay.
but she was also a cheerleader on that show Heroes, where she dated her co-star, Milo. I can't pronounce his last name, but he was Jack on This Is Us. And when they dated, she was quite young and he was quite a bit older.
Okay, because that's why I always picture her as a cheerleader, and that just has been etched to my brain. So
Yes.
I chose this movie. I
Yes.
am so excited about this.
I love
Last
it.
time we chose My Girl, which was an amazing movie, but oh wow, that was a heavy.
Yes, we need something lighter, and this was great.
This is definitely light. Yeah. So we
Mhm.
chose Bridesmaids.
Yes.
Wow, so much to talk about. And you texted me, and I knew exactly what you were talking about. Like you had forgotten the sex scene in the beginning.
Yes!
Holy
When it
cow.
opened up, I was like, "This is so cringy, what is happening?"
I want to stop and say that bad sex does exist. Okay.
Absolutely.
It was the most cringy sex scene I have seen in my entire life.
But I was like, "There's no way that you 2 are possibly enjoying this experience. It looks awkward. It looks like it feels awkward. Please stop. Get off my screen."
She kept coming back.
Yeah, I don't understand it. That girl was a glutton for punishment.
So, I want to put this out there that you don't need a man for pleasure. Just want to
Yeah,
point that out. Okay.
absolutely.
But when she so desperately wants him to want her.
Mhm. And he was an a-hole to her because he's like, "Well, I don't wanna come off like a dick, but I really want you to leave."
Yeah. And he did not even walk her out. I mean, she had to literally climb over the gate and ride it, probably the best ride she had of that whole day. And it was like the walk of shame.
Was I had secondhand embarrassment for her, like, "Girl, please stop this."
And to go back, oh, self-esteem, girls, self-esteem. Oh
Yes,
my
it's
gosh.
important. If you sleep with a man and he kicks you right out right after, that's not the man for you, baby girl.
No, no. He needs to be bringing you some water, a
Mhm,
towel,
mhm.
food.
Something, bring me a sandwich, something. I'm leaving here with
That's
something.
that's right. Oh gosh. Yeah, that was just so difficult to watch. So, yeah, when you texted me that, I was like, "Yep, cringe." I think I told you cringe. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And so that same woman, what is her name? Let's look this up here. Let's see. Oh, Annie.
Annie, yep.
Yeah. She also had that business she started, Cake Baby, the bakery, which she said she started in the middle of a recession. And, when you have a recession, you cut back on spending
Yes.
and certain things have to go. And those extras, which cake is, has to
Yeah.
go. And we just talked about a few minutes ago. A dream is not enough. You have to plan.
Mhm. You gotta put in effort. You gotta research. I feel like if she would've researched, she would've realized, "You know what? It's a recession. People need to buy toilet paper, bread, milk. They don't need to buy cake."
Right. Yeah. So a dream is not enough, and it's not enough to be good at an art. It you have to hone the business side of it.
Yes.
That's hard. And matter of fact, I know I work with some doctors and stuff like that who make tons of money. Half of them are broke because they don't know how to deal with money.
See, and that's what we talked about, teaching kids financial literacy so you know how to balance a checkbook, so you know how to budget, because what's good at having a bunch of money if you're going to blow through it and have nothing?
That's near and dear to my heart, actually. I want to teach people personal finance so badly, but
Yes.
it's like one of those things nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah, it feels like it's taboo, and I don't understand why. It's a natural part of life.
You know what? In the South, it is considered rude to talk to people about like their personal finance, like to ask somebody how much something is or how much, it's just, they'll talk about sex all day long, but they won't talk about their money. Isn't that weird?
That is super weird. But I also tell people stop discussing your salaries at work because when you find out your buddy makes more than you, your feelings are hurt. And if you would have minded your business in the first way, you wouldn't feel away.
So there's this woman who came in to work the other day. I had never met her before. She just went up, though, in her certifications. I'm being very vague so nobody knows who I'm talking about. And I know she comes from a family who had nothing. So she's super proud, and I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
And she's getting this new job, and she's going to be at the top of her pay range.
Good for
So good
her.
for her. Yes. But do you understand how many times I heard how much she's getting paid within, like, the hour I was talking to her?
Oh my lord, girl. Keep some things close to the chest.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. Don't get me wrong, but there's
Yeah.
gonna be some people out there who aren't gonna tolerate it like I did.
Yeah, absolutely. My parents taught me that though. They taught me don't go around discussing your salary with other people. That's not their business.
Yeah, I also live around poor people,
Mhm.
and I go out of my way, and so do my kids, to not dress fancy. Of course, I'm just
Yeah.
not that girl anyway, and to drive my Honda. And now I do have a nice house, but
Yeah.
I live out in the middle of the woods, so nobody knows.
Yeah.
Um, Not flashy at all here, and if I do go out of town, it is not on my social media
Yeah.
because I don't want to make anybody feel bad or like they can't be friends with me.
Absolutely. I'm a very down to earth person. I could care less what you make. I don't care if you make less than me. I don't care if you make more than me. I care about how you are as a person, what's your character like, what's your morals like. Do you tip people when you go out? Like, that's the kind of things I'm concerned about.
Right. Yes. So it's not going to be proper for me to complain about my business expenses when there's people who can't pay their own personal electric bills.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a privilege. And I went out to dinner with a friend last night and we were talking about this. And it's sad that it's a privilege to have basic necessities and be able to pay your bills, not do anything outlandish and go on trips out of the country, just the basics. It really is a privilege to be able to do that. And I feel like a lot of people don't look at it that way. And I feel like if they did and they realized that a lot of us are one paycheck away being missed from being out on the streets, maybe they would not look down at other people so much.
So that's really important to me. And, maybe one day me and you can get together and teach people how to manage money.
Yes. Okay. Let's do
Yes.
it.
That would thrill me so much. Okay. So the roommate, her name was Bryn Rebel Wilson. She did an
Yes.
excellent job, didn't she?
She is so goofy, my
She
lord.
is. Did you see the free tattoo?
She listen, when she bent over and was
Oh
pouring
my
the
gosh.
peas on her back straight out of the
Yes.
bag, I was like, "Girl, what are you doing? Stop."
Harvey, me and you are as cheap as it gets, but there's certain things you don't get for free. A tattoo would
Yes.
be one of them.
Yes, don't ever. Don't ever.
Oh my gosh. And okay, so Annie's mom, I love Annie's mom. I can kind of see myself in her a little bit. She was going to the Alcoholic Anonymous group, even though she didn't drink.
Yes. She just wanted to be supportive.
I love that. And
Yes.
everybody loved her.
Cute. She was great. I really liked her.
What did you think about her car?
Oh my gosh, her car that was always giving her trouble, that the taillights didn't work. Listen, I get it. Sometimes you gotta make do with what you got. So, no judgment, but that car was rough.
That car was one pothole from going to the junkyard.
Yes.
You remember she said you gotta punch it a few times?
Yes. That that car was like a cat with 9 lives. It was on its ninth life.
Oh my gosh, sadly, I knew exactly what she meant when she said you have to punch it a few times. I've had some wrecks now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have to talk about the fact that her friend
Mhm.
is getting married, and her friend is, let's just say, marrying up.
Yes.
Okay. I wouldn't say that they are a pretentious couple at all. I think they're still down to earth.
Yeah.
There's only one pretentious person in this movie, and that's Helen.
Mhm.
Gosh.
When when they walked into her, I think it was her engagement party, and Helen comes over in that black gown, I was like, "Girl, aren't you a little overdressed for this event?"
My gosh. Well, we have to talk about the toast,
Oh. Oh,
like the battle of the toast.
that was insane. They just kept trying to one up each other for Lillian's love. They were fighting for Lillian's love.
Well, Annie was fighting
Mhm.
for that guy's attention. Now she's fighting for Lillian's love. But, come to find out, Helen is just as insecure as Annie is.
Yeah, Helen's family hates her. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the kids. Oh my gosh. I wrote this down. Okay, hold on. Um, oh gosh, what did the kids tell her? Oh, fuck off, Helen.
Yes,
And
those kids
and
hated her.
and she says, "Okay, put a quarter in the swear jar."
She was a hot mess. Like, "Girl, those kids don't like you. You need to be saying more than put a quarter in the swear jar because why are you telling me to F off right now?
Oh, I
Not
know it.
okay."
Oh my gosh. And she does what my kids call the white woman woohoo. Woohoo! Just for the record, I do not do that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, got you.
I don't know if you know this or not. Melissa McCarthy is my favorite actress of all times.
Did not know that, but she's hilarious. I
She's
love her.
yes,
Oh my god, my favorite movie of hers is Identity Theft with her and Jason
yes.
Bateman.
That's
Love that
good,
movie.
but it's not one of her best. There's
Yeah.
better. Now she
Okay.
started out in, I'm gonna mention it, Gilmore Girls.
That's right, she was the chef.
Her physical comedy, even back then, was just so amazing. Like, she almost killed herself every episode, almost burned the place down every episode, and her physical comedy is just priceless.
Yeah, she's good.
Now, I don't know if you realize this or not, but the marshal the marshal
Mhm,
guy in there
isn't that her husband in
yeah,
real life?
it's
Yeah.
her husband.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that, I don't think. So, in the end, when she's doing the bear sandwich, the big bear sandwich, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is getting dirty." I'm seeing her with her husband doing some kind of food kink thing.
Yeah, I was kinda like, "I should turn this off. I'm invading their privacy right now. It's a lot."
I had questions like,
Yes.
"Do y'all practice this at home? What is this?"
Right, is this a real thing that you guys do, or did you just improvise for the movie? The viewers wanna know.
Right. Oh my gosh. But she said, she thought that that girl was with the tall black guy, and she's like, "No, I'm single." And
Yes,
she's like, "I'm gonna climb that like a tree."
yes, and they kept trying to put Annie with old men. She's like, "No, I'm not with them. I've never even met this guy."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was gonna say also when they were doing the battle of the toast, do you remember the speaking Thai, then the speaking of Spanish?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I
And she was
do.
I mean, anybody who's had Spanish 101 knows that that was just a bunch of gibberish.
Absolutely. Listen, I am not a fluent speaker at all. I took a year of Spanish. High school was terrible at it, but I was like, that is not real.
No, no, it was
Yeah.
not real at all. I
Yeah.
don't know. Gosh. Oh, the sobriety check, did that give you cringe too?
Absolutely, it did. Yeah.
I mean, it was just hard to watch. She was what, doing the funky chicken at one time?
Yeah. I was like, girl, you are again another moment of secondhand embarrassment. Please stop. But I guess he liked it.
Yeah. That cop at that moment was so patient.
Oh, absolutely. More patient than I would have been. And then later on in the movie, when she starts going back and forth with her car, she litters, she takes her top off. She was doing a lot. That would have pissed me off.
So the first time I watched this movie a long time ago, I thought that was hilarious. The second time I was like, "Grow up."
Yes, it was childish.
Yeah, so yeah, it was. I guess the funniest part was that Helen was in the car with her.
Yeah, that was a lot. And then I love when she introduces Helen and he's like, yeah, I've heard really good things about you, knowing he hasn't.
Whenever Annie goes home and she bakes that cupcake.
Oh, yes. Like the flower looking cupcake.
Yeah, and it's got
That,
like that big flower on it, and
yes.
it's ornate, and
Yes.
she
It looked
took
good.
all this time on a cupcake, and I was
Hmm.
like, "That's one beautiful cupcake. I don't think I could have eaten that."
Listen, I woulda ate it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a foodie, I like food, I like a sweet treat, but I also know I wouldn't have taken that much time to make it either, because cooking's not my thing.
No, but if I was gonna make a cupcake, I'm just gonna be slapping on some frosting. It's not gonna be roses, and I mean, that was really over the top pretty,
Yeah.
no doubt. That's probably why she didn't have a business.
Yeah, because it took
Yeah.
her forever just to make 1 cupcake.
Yeah, time is money, people.
Mhm. It really is.
Oh, so Helen and Annie go to play tennis,
Oh my god.
and they are killing each other. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I mean, she hits one of 'em, can't remember who does this, but takes the takes the ball and hits him right in the boob, basically, and she's, like,
Yeah,
in pain and everything.
battle wounds.
But the funniest part to me was the background music, AC/DC, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Yes. Those girls were you could tell that they had fun making this movie. They had a good time making this movie.
Would you ever be in a bridal party?
Oh, I have been. I have been in a bridal
Okay.
party twice now? No, 3
How did
times.
it go?
Well, they went fine because I was a maid of honor twice,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, I was a maid of honor twice, and I was a bridesmaids once, and they were all with girls that, like, I'm very close with. My one friend's wedding, was on the smaller side, so it wasn't like a giant bridal party. There was 3 of us, so wasn't crazy. My other best friend's bridal party, there was, like, 6 of us. And there was a little bit of drama there, not between, like, the main girls. We
Okay.
went to the Jersey Shore, and we almost got in a fight with some randoms, so that was a little crazy. But that was a good time, and then my other one was my best friend. She got married, like, right after high school, and that was a smaller wedding too, so no issues there. What about
Okay.
you?
No, I was, kind of in an era, I guess, during the marriage years where people were doing destination weddings.
Oh, okay.
So they were doing small destination weddings, for instance, like the Smoky Mountains.
Oh, that'd be beautiful.
It was. I was there for one, but I wasn't in the party. So there might be like one bridesmaids, one guy for the guys. I can't even think of the groomsmen. And everybody would get like a big chalet, and everybody would stay in that. And I think it was a cost savings, but also they have really pretty wedding chapels in Gatlinburg.
Ooh. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. But actually, I'm all for eloping. When I got married, I eloped.
Heck
Took
yeah.
me $300.
Heck yeah. Weddings are
Yeah.
too expensive. I'm not about to spend $50,000, $60,000 on a wedding. That's literally a down payment for a house.
I that would never even cross my mind to spend that much money on that.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. Growing up and even in my, like, teenage years, people would have a church wedding and maybe spend maximum $5,000. And then somebody in the church would make the cake, somebody
Mhm.
would make the finger foods, and that was your reception. I was well into my college years before we started having meals as the reception.
Yeah. I don't
What
know
happened?
what part of culture made spending so much money on an extravagant wedding a thing, but I feel like so my rule would be if we haven't sat down and had a meal together, grabbed a coffee together in 2 years, I'm not inviting you to my wedding just because you think you should be there. I'm sorry.
No, I agree with you. I don't know why that is such a big thing. Like, if you're not an active part in my life, you're not gonna be an active part in my wedding.
Yeah, like why is a wedding 450 people? Are you guys actually friends with these 450 people? Or did you
I
feel
don't know
pressured?
450 people.
Yeah, I have 50 Facebook friends, but I don't talk to them every day at all, and they wouldn't be at my wedding.
Right. Yeah, so that's just weird to me. I think it's bad personal finance, I would
Yeah, it's
say.
just a lot. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I wanted to say too, we have this new trend going on down here in West Virginia and probably parts of Kentucky too, where people are turning parts of their barns into wedding venues.
Oh, yeah.
And as much as I am totally an outdoorsy person and frugal, if I were to lose my mind and get married again, it will not be in a barn.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, very
Doesn't
strongly.
fit my lifestyle, so no.
No, no. But what do you think about destination weddings? Because I'm not talking about like Hawaii, for an example,
Mhm.
even though some people do that. What do you think?
Honestly, I think if that works for you and your spouse, boo boo, is your day. Do what's best for y'all. But honestly, I follow a couple of local wedding photographers, and when they show people who go to Red River Gorge and get married or elope, the pictures are stunning. It's beautiful.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But these people who have, like, let's just say 5 bridesmen, let's say bridesmen, okay, 5 bridesmaids and 5
Mhm.
groomsmen, and then they expect the whole party to travel, let's just say to California from Kentucky. I feel like that's don't wanna make anybody mad, but I think that's a little selfish
Yeah, it's
to
a
expect
lot.
them to pay. Yes.
Being in a wedding is expensive. I've thought about this. If I got married and I had a bachelorette party, I would just go somewhere drivable, probably the same weekend of the wedding, because I would be thinking of my friends that are coming out of town and I don't want them to incur a bunch of costs for no reason, you know?
Well, plus they have to take time off from work.
Yep.
Get a babysitter, all these things. So, I felt like this wedding most definitely was over the top. The most over the top thing to me, besides the
Mhm.
edible humongous cookie that was heart shaped, but
Yeah.
besides that, was the bridal shower announcement with the butterfly. Even though I love butterflies, that was a
Yeah.
little much.
I when she opened that, I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I couldn't even take that seriously. And then with the dresses, when she kept trying to push this expensive dress on folks, people don't have that kind of money, especially for me to spend on a dress I will wear one time.
Right.
Let's be for real.
Yeah, think we also gotta take in consideration people have different body styles.
That too.
Yeah, and just like a Grecian dress that's, like, has the waist real high, I would
Mhm.
look like I was pregnant.
You know what I like to see? I like when the bride just chooses a color and she's like, "Here's the color. Find a dress that works for you." I like that.
So considerate. I do
Mhm.
agree. Okay, so they go dress shopping,
Oh my
and
god.
Annie doesn't know that you can't just stop by this whatever dress shop. It was,
Mhm.
rather fancy.
Yep.
And then Helen says, "Whitney, it's Helen!" And of course they get in. I wanna throat punch her so badly. Oh my
Yes, and
gosh.
then what pisses me off is the old girl acted like they were busy, but when they get in there, they're literally the only ones shopping anyway.
That is a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
Well,
that
one
annoyed
thing that
me.
really well, one thing that annoyed me is the whole place is white. The carpet's white, everything's white, which, considering what's gonna happen, we all know, like, oh my gosh, white,
Yes.
food poisoning.
So messy.
Okay, so this whole movie is full of cringe. The whole movie is.
Absolutely. I wrote that down, that scene when okay, so they go to the Mexican spot, they get food poisoning, they're in there throwing up. One girl is throwing up in the toilet, another girl comes and throws up on top of her hair.
Oh
The other
gosh, that was
girl
horrible.
is literally pooping in the sink. I was like, I would die and have to be resurrected. That I wrote down now is literally my worst nightmare.
I don't know, I've got one for you. Being in
Okay.
the white wedding dress,
Mhm.
having to go take a poop real quickly, running out into a busy street, and pooping in said dress in the said street.
You
That
know
might
what
top that.
you know what she looked like? When a bird is in a nest, that's what she looked like to me. Ah. Oh, you're right. That is actually my worst nightmare. Yeah.
And Annie says to her, "Oh, you're really doing it, aren't you? You're shitting in the street."
Annie is profusely sweating and she's like, "No, I just need a snack. I'm okay." And so Helen is like, "Here's these almonds."
Well, first of all, we have to talk about the fact that Helen had almonds in her purse. Like, of course she does.
Of course.
It's not gonna be like chocolate bar or something.
Right.
And then she eats that almond, and it's all she can do.
Yes.
Oh, the sweat coming off of her face. I don't know how they made that happen, but it
Mhm.
looked like it was literally popping off of her face.
They did real good with that. I was like, "Girl, you are down bad right now."
Oh, I know. I know. So, you remember when they are in the plane
Mhm.
and Helen is sabotaging her.
On purpose, yeah.
And of course, Annie can't even afford this trip. She definitely cannot afford first class.
Yeah. No way.
And so, what Lillian, she's feeling bad. She's feeling bad, and she tells Helen, "I feel bad about being up here when Annie is in the back." And do you remember she says, "Oh, there's much more a sense of community and coach."
Yes. Girl, stop.
Oh, and she drugs her pretty much.
She was pretentious, she was annoying, I couldn't stand her. But I tell you what, Annie, some of her best lines to me is when she was drunk and high on this plane, and she's like, "Help me, I'm poor." My favorite line in the movie.
And then the other two, oh my gosh, let's see, Rita and Becca, they're literally back there making out in the back of the plane. I'm like, "What's
Yeah,
going on in this plane?"
they just, like, fell in love. "Okay, ladies." And then you got, oh my gosh, Megan, so Melissa McCartney's character, and she's trying
Yes.
to figure out if he's an air marshal, which he was. But when he goes to the bathroom, she like hikes her leg up there and she's like, "You feel that heat? That's my undercarriage." I said, "Girl, she was laying it on
That's one of
thick."
my favorites. That's one of my favorite lines. Oh
She
my
was
gosh.
flexible though. I said, "Okay."
Yeah. She just props that leg on up.
Not I my leg would have cracked first. I would have been like, "Oh god, I need some help." No, she just stuck it right up there and was ready to go.
So I've gotta talk about, Megan. I mean, of course,
Okay.
I just love her so much. She's the most authentic person in the entire movie.
She is herself through and through.
Yes. Um, so she actually goes to Annie at Annie's
Mhm.
darkest time. Annie's,
Yes.
like, feeling sorry for herself and all this stuff, and she says, pity party,"
Mhm.
and then she
Mhm.
literally bites her in the ass.
She was like, "You're complaining about losing your best friend when you have a best friend here right in front of you."
that so much. And she's like,
Yes.
kind of hitting on her a little bit. She's like, I'm trying to get you to fight for your shitty life.
Yes. She's a friend that you need, and I love that she's like, "I know this is hard to believe, but I wasn't popular in school." I loved her.
No, I have written down everyone needs a friend to tell you to stop the pity party, bites you on the ass, and makes you wash your hair.
Yes, get back there and fight for your life, and then, oh my god, at the end, when her brother is going off, they're going on their honeymoon, I think, and she says, "What'd she put, a loaded gun in his bag?" She's like, "TSA is not on the
Yes.
time."
Okay, so we are going to have to talk about two other things, most definitely.
Okay.
Whenever they're having the fiasco, at the bridal shower,
Mhm.
she ends up attacking the cookie.
She
And
lost
then
it.
she accuses Lillian of going with Helen to get her butthole bleached. And then Lillian's like, "Yes, I did.
And I
Yeah, I
loved
went with
it.
her." Yeah.
I mean, listen,
you
whatever
know,
floats your boat.
thank God we're not hearing about butthole bleaching anymore. I think that's a fad that's ended. Maybe I'm wrong.
Same.
I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
people just don't. It's probably on the, like, deep dark webs of, like, Reddit, people are talking about it, but they're not talking about it in real
Yeah.
life.
Okay, so we also have to talk about the fact that Annie left that sorry cake
Oh, the little carrot cake.
in the raccoons.
Yes, and then he said, "Well, I ate your cake. I had to fight off a raccoon for it." Listen, I'm not eating nothing that a raccoon had its mouth on. Do you know how dirty that is?
Oh, I do. I hate raccoons so badly.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then we get to the point where they get married,
Yes.
and it's an amazing wedding. But my question to you is, were they literally standing in water?
I thought that they were. That's what
Okay,
it looked
I
like to
thought so
me.
too.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I didn't know if it was an illusion or if they really were standing in water. And then I have to ask the question, why?
Yeah.
Seems
Also,
a little bit
the
impractical.
yeah, like, the fireworks going off, that wedding was over the top. Like, girl, we team too much.
And Helen did a good thing, though. She got Wilson Phillips
Yes,
to
now that
sing
was
Hold
nice.
On. Yes. And how Lillian and Annie act during that song. Loved it.
Yes. I love
Perfect
that too.
ending.
Actually, it reminds me of the show. It was on Netflix. I don't know if you ever watched it. Firefly Lane. And the two main girl characters, they have a song like that they bond over. It kind of took me back to that.
Okay. That sounds like a
Yeah.
good movie. Or is it a movie or a show?
It was God, I wanna call it a show, and it has Katherine Heigl in it, and then one of the Beckys from Roseanne, I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one, but it was really good. I recommend it. I cried a lot too.
Anything, well, anything Katherine Heigl, yeah, anything she's in is going to be good.
Yeah, it was good. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah. Well, I think you are choosing next week's movie.
Yes. Okay, so this movie is a story about friendship and heartbreak. The soundtrack is absolutely amazing, and the quote I'm gonna pick is one that said a lot. So if you haven't seen this movie, you've probably heard this quote, and that quote is, "He's a good man, Savannah." Have you ever heard people
Nope.
say that? Oh my
Have
gosh.
not.
Okay, well, I can't wait till you see the scene. Yes, I can't wait till you see the movie. I can't
you
wait till you see the quote. I can't wait to yap about this next week. I'm so excited.
you introduced me to some amazing movies, so I am looking forward
Yes.
to it.
Same for you because
All
Tortilla
right.
Soup, girl, that movie was great.
Yes.
Yes,
Definitely one I will be rewatching again for the 8th, ninth, 10th time. So,
every
yes.
time.
Well, I guess we'll talk to you all next week. Bye, everybody.
Yes. Bye, y'all.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Generational Yap podcast. We love having you here to talk culture, nostalgia, and to share our hot takes. Follow us on all the socials at the Generational Yap so you don't miss the conversations. As always, let's yap, y'all.